All right. Hi, my name is Oscar De Olarte. This is my phase two video presentation for my music library management system project. Starting off, this is the um, database schema and table structure I'm going to be using. So, as you can see, I've got these different tables, which are going to be album, artist, listening, history, playlist, playlist track, tag, and track. Some of my key design choices, you can see, um, for example, I'm going to be using track file path. Um, Obviously, this is just like the database implementation part, but I would plan for my front end in Python to select like a folder, right? Iterate through the contents, which would be like MP3 files or music files, right? It would grab the metadata and then pass that on to the database for storage and management. It would grab and store the metadata, which I've accounted for in my structures. Um, so let's see. Here's some examples of the SQL statements. Let's do like from artist. So this is gonna grab all the artists in the database currently. As you can see, I only did like 10 just for testing. Uh, from track, let's do limit 5. And then these are some tracks, limited to 5 from the track table. And then another example, again, select all from the table playlist. Late Night Vibe. So these are just, so it's a music library management system of, you know, you can add tracks, make playlists, add tags, um, such like a favorite, a track, or something like that. And what else do I need to show? CRUD operations and how the data was I inserted the data using CRUD operations, just insert and update to add them into the different tables. So let's see. I have the CRUD stuff already. So right here, this is a select tracks from the given artist name. Of course, I'll verify that using the ID. And so for Arctic Monkeys, you have a couple songs. Let's see, another select example, CRUD example would be select all tracks from a playlist. These are going to be queries that I'm going to use pretty often in the system. So this is just going to return all the tracks from a given playlist. This is an example of an insert to my table. So insert track, you have the title, duration, file path, again, which kind of mentioned I'm gonna be grabbing from a given folder. Date added, something I wanna keep track of, play count, tag, favorite tag, artist ID, and album ID, which that is going to be like optional, right? Here's an update example. Oh, didn't copy. Did it? No. Okay. So this is gonna update given track and set it to favorite. Um, I'm planning on this being integrated with the front end, right? It'll grab the track ID from the given track you're currently on. That's why I would just use track ID instead of name, because you could have multiple tracks with the same name, but it'll use the one that you're currently on. And then an example of a delete. So give new playlist uh, and track, you would delete that. And that is it for my presentation. Database seems to be working pretty good. So next phase would just be implementing the front end and hooking everything up.